All right, go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MDM show with Peter and I. And tonight we are talking about the HFA. Peter is going to answer your question. With Peter and I. And tonight we got Facebook up.
This is the MDM show. This is a workshop.
Oh my God, it's a workshop.
Cut. Do over.
Can we cut it?
Evening, everyone. So this is Zoom is a new format we're going to be using for workshops going forward. And it's completely interactive. You click on the link, you can participate in the chat. We can bring you in live if you have a camera and a microphone. And this is the second one we're doing. We did the first one last week on the Navitas. We had a couple hiccups. It's okay, we got through it. So tonight we are talking about the HFAs, and we're going to go through the HFA New Way to Travel, the HFA Plus, and of course the Mini and the Q Shield. Don't have any of the Q Shields anymore. They're all gone. Don't know when they're going to be back in stock either. So we won't leave you hanging on that. So, okay, so a couple things. Just describe a little bit of the history before we get into the products. Back in 2015, I had been pushing the software envelope with products that structure water, software that structures water with intent and manifestation. So over the last 10 years, 11 years, we built up this product line. Back in 2015, I have received many physical devices from people. Some works, some are pretty amazing. I've seen a lot of products on the internet. I know energetically what works and what doesn't. And I wanted to get into the physical field. I've never developed a physical product before. And I had some criteria in the beginning. One being it had to be absolutely stunningly beautiful. Two, it had to be effective at whatever it was going to be. Three, it had to be designed perfectly. Four, it could have no moving parts. And five, it could use no electricity. So, I always preach a lot about, the higher octaves, right? You get a piece of information. What you do with that information determines if you move to the next octave. And over time, the idea kind of started forming. So, I don't know anything about manufacturing. So what do? I went to the internet and started Googling manufacturers. I made the mistake of putting my name out there looking to have a product. And the first set of vultures that called me were the lawyers. They're all like, you need a patent for this. I'm like, okay, well, how much does that cost? Well, we can get you one here, but the European Union doesn't have a way of a set, so you got to get one pretty much in every country in Europe. I'm like, all right, well, how much is that going to cost? They're like $50,000. I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, what about China? He's like, oh, well, you can get a patent that may be in China, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to copy it anyway. So, right, whatever. $50,000 I put into R&D to bring you amazing products. So the funny thing about these devices are they don't work unless I produce them. Why? Because that's who I am. So anybody can copy the design, but you know what? It ain't gonna work. So the first device we're gonna talk about is the HFA, a New Way to Travel. Okay, this was the first product. Now, in the design phase of bringing this product into fruition, after I got past the vultures, I went through a couple of manufacturers, and then finally I found an American-based company in Michigan that Milwaukee, that could actually produce these for me. The universe had given me the perfect company to work with, the perfect guy to work with, because he's young, thinks outside the box, is fascinated. Now, part of the design criteria were I initially wanted to make them out of platinum group metals like gold and platinum, but who's going to buy a 1 pound piece of gold that costs 20 grand? Nobody. So I looked at less noble metals, and copper was the perfect medium. Copper is an amazing metal. I'm not going to go into it, but it has the ability to attract negativity. And silver was the next one. So this particular HFA New Way to Travel has a silver inline that goes all the way around, and it helps create and stabilize the field. Okay, so on the front we have the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, and then we have a clockwise spiral that goes actually through a hole right in the center and comes back out on the other side. And this is the seven sisters of the Palladium star system. So why do I have the symbology on here? One, the golden ratio is a universal formula that's found in every living thing in nature. Okay. Two, the seven sisters of the Palladium. Honestly, I was just told to put it on there. So I did. Now, you know, understanding the technology, all right? So like Aquaware, like the Source 5, like all the other software products, these have conscious creation behind them. Okay, what does that mean? In my belief system, everything is made up of energy. The energy is all interconnected. Okay, and the interconnectedness is what science coins the quantum realm. It's a place that has no past and no future. There's only the now. And wherever you set your attention, you have the ability to be anywhere and everywhere at the same time. But because everything in existence has consciousness, the HFA is no different, okay? It's not by chance that this was brought into fruition. It was because it's part of my job to deliver it. So let's fast forward 9 months from an idea in my head to a product in the MDM store. Think about that, folks. That's a birthing cycle. How crazy is that? These were released in August 2016 and have been pretty much selling like hotcakes for the last 8 months. They move extremely quickly. Now, for those of you, this is a workshop for people that own the products or are thinking about getting the products. So no moving parts, no electricity. You put this in your car, you put your attention on this, and you set your attention to the vehicle, and you repeat the words out loud. While you're holding it in your left hand, you repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist, okay? And in doing so, you've just linked the device to your car. Now, a few things are gonna happen, okay? And we have a lot of testimonials on the website, and people are just inspired to send me video testimonials. I put up 2 in just the last day alone. Things that happen, okay? Once this device is linked to your car, it instantaneously takes all negativity present and any negativity that comes in. The copper, the copper attracts it. The silver creates and stabilizes that field. It comes in and returns at the speed of thought as harmonized energy. So what are people experiencing with these devices? Wow, God, the list goes on and on. But universally, across the board, comfort, okay? If you have been a product of road rage, it's gone, okay? People get parking spaces in places that are impossible to get them. And I'm talking front row, boom, right there. You have a feeling of just being wrapped in the womb of serenity, okay? People have explained in videos that they have these creaks and these in their cars. They're gone, okay? I've noticed that my tires don't wear as fast. Now, I had a truck, okay? And I had that truck for 1 year. So for 6 months, it was 6 months until I got the HFA, okay? I had 14,000 miles on that truck when I got rid of it. Okay, the people down at the dealership could not believe that I had that many miles on this car. Why? Because the tires looked brand new. Okay, on a 6,000-pound truck, the tires looked brand new. Okay, the oil will not break down as fast in your car, and you know I've alluded to that the brakes don't wear down as fast, although I don't have any hard data on that. Okay, gas mileage. People are experiencing better gas mileage. Now, I experienced this with 2 prototypes, okay? I drove from Connecticut to South Carolina. I rented an SUV, and when I filled that SUV up, the trip computer said 340 miles to a full tank. When I returned that SUV, I filled it up, the trip computer said 520. So a lot of people are seeing different gas mileage. Now, you know, where do you want to place this in your car? Well, you can place it anywhere you want, okay? But for best results, you want to have it somewhere in your peripheral vision, okay? A lot of people put it below their glove box if they have like a netting. Some people put it in the center console, okay? But once it's linked from your left hand, I honor the space in which you exist, it's linked to your vehicle forever until you unlink it. Unlinking it, you hold it in your right hand and you repeat the same process. I honor the space in which you exist, okay? HFA, New Way to Travel, is doing absolutely amazing things for people. Now, this is a product that is quality built, okay? If you own one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not going to break. It's never going to wear out, okay? It's not, you don't have to plug it into the wall. You don't have to plug it into your car. It's portable, meaning, okay, well, you can take it on the bus, you can take it in a boat, you can take it on a motorcycle, you can take it on your bike, okay? My parents don't fully understand what I do, but they respect what I do, okay? My dad's in his 80s, my mom's in her late 70s, okay? They drive from their home in Connecticut to their home in Philadelphia once or twice a month. They travel down the Jersey Turnpike, which is probably one of the most dangerous highways in America. And my dad is consistently, along with my mother, saying, I don't understand this. There's never any traffic for a mile in front of us or a mile behind us. And people, they just get out of our way. And another thing, folks, if you own one of these, you're going to notice that people just get out of your way. They don't want to come near you for some reason, and they let you out in traffic. That's the most mind-blowing part. Everyone is curious. Now, I traveled 684, 287, 95 corridor for almost 20 years, okay? And I can tell you, I have instigated road rage. I have been a part of road rage. I have seen road rage. I have seen nasty accidents, okay? I've had this device for almost a year. August will be a year. I got the prototypes in July. So let's say 10 months. My driving experience is completely changed. I'm sure your driving experience has completely changed. Once it's linked, you don't have to link it again. What is recommended is that you put your attention on it. That's why you want to keep it in your peripheral vision. And if you want to, if you're driving and you want to just honor the space in which it exists, that's fine. There's a conscious creation behind this. There's a consciousness. That consciousness is very childlike, okay? Very childlike. And, we all have, so a child sees the world as magical. Is the first 8 or 10 months of its life. Everything is magic. That's where this technology thrives at, okay? Talk to it. Get to know it. It's crazy. Yeah, well, in my world, it's crazy. Everything's possible. Get to know it like it's your best friend. That's where the best results are produced, okay? It'll work fine, just putting it in your glove compartment, but communicating with it, keeping it in your peripheral vision is where you're going to have the most amazing effects with it, okay? So this was on the market for about a month and a half, and the way the universe works is everybody wants to play in the higher octaves, but nobody wants to do anything to get there. They're all blah, 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 kumbaya, crystals, the whole 9 yards. They don't get it, okay? You want to move into the higher octaves, you absolutely have to work towards it. But the work is fun. How do you get there? You're given a bit of information, okay? I was given an idea to create a physical product. Boom, I brought it into fruition. Here it is, folks. HFA, New Way to Travel. I even produced a commercial for it. Pretty cool. So, boom, I was given another bit of information. How can we take this to the next degree? What else can I build? Well, lo and behold, I was given another beautiful design. And what came into fruition was the mother of all, the HFA Plus for home and office, okay? It is significantly bigger, 4 times the weight, and creates a massive field, okay? You'll notice on here that the clockwise spiral is twice the diameter, okay? And on the back, it's counterclockwise. It is twice the diameter. But you'll also notice not only does it have a silver inlay that goes all the way around it, but it also comes over the 4 points, okay, and around the center. Okay, look how beautifully crafted this piece of technology is. Again, no moving parts, no electricity. It's never going to break. It's never going to stop working. So again, like the HFA, new way to travel, there is a conscious creation behind here, okay? So, you know, I've been, people feel inspired to tell me about their products all the time. Like, oh, I've got an origami, blah, 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 and it cleans my thing for 300 bottles. I'm like, what? Okay, okay. Point one mistake that everybody makes. You've just limited what that device can do by giving it principles, by giving it, you know, chains. It'll clean my space for 300 miles. Oh, okay, right. Keep on telling yourself that. The HFA is an unlimited piece of technology, okay? The only thing you have to do is set your attention on the HFA. Now, pretty much you should center this in your home or office if you can, okay? Put your attention on it. Put your attention on your home or office. Repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist. Boom. It's now activated and it is linked. Okay, once it's linked, it instantly starts taking out the negativity. Now, some things that I've noticed, now when I received the first prototype, I think it was November of last year. Okay, over the years, I've collected a lot of amazing devices that actually clean the space in my home and when I work out of my home. And when I received the prototype, I didn't do anything with it for a couple of days. I was just observing it in the way that I do. And it was just not awake, but just kind of like, hey, who are you? Who am I? Almost like a birthing cycle again. And once I linked it, it instantly went to the devices that clean my space long before the negativity gets here, and it started cleaning their clocks, okay? Crystals, master crystal I've used in a few of the videos. One of Karen Lorraine's pyramids and a bunch of other dozen products that I have. It started cleaning them. Why? Because it's the perfect medium, okay? Again, almost 4 pounds of solid copper, the purest copper and silver commercially available. That copper instantly starts attracting all of the negativity, no matter where it is, okay? And the silver helps create and stabilize the field. So if you were to look at it like this, and you could see it in the way that I do, you would see an ice cream cone, a massive ice cream cone coming right down in here, and a massive ice cream cone coming to a point here. And in that perfection, the negativity is drawn into and brought out the other side at the speed of thought, okay? There's no work, people. There's no work. The device does everything for you, like the software, okay? As humans, we overcomplicate everything. This stuff is so easy, so perfectly balanced to deliver exactly what you need. Now, like the HFA new way to travel, there's a conscious creation behind it. And it only wants to give you what you want, okay? It wants to play with you. Like the HFA new way to travel, get to know your HFA Plus. Talk to it, right? You know, you're attracted to these products for a reason. You're attracted to MDM for a reason, okay? I have no problems telling people that I see energy in everything. I talk to dead people all the time. It's just the run of the mill. It's what I do. It's where brilliance is born, okay? HFA is no different, okay? Get to know it. Don't overcomplicate everything. Listen, you know, we are conditioned from about the ages of, 10 months and on to think a certain way, through our schooling, through books and all and everything, okay? I broke that paradigm when I woke up. I was like, fuck that. I am never, ever going back to where I came from. And I was better off. Had I gone insane, I was better off being crazy than being part of the sleeping, walking dead zombie masses that just infest everything. I mean, really? Sometimes I go to a coffee house and I just observe, just watching people. It's hysterical, man. They have no idea. So anyways, get to know the conscious creation behind the device, okay? Place it somewhere in the center of your home. And, again, someplace that you're walking by, you can just quickly put your attention on it. And, so what have people been noticing with this guy? Wow. Again, there's a lot of videos and testimonials on the website, but predominantly it's pretty much consistently, okay? If you're a clutter freak, if you have a lot of clutter and you never want to get rid of the clutter, HFA Plus makes you get rid of the clutter. It brings balance. It's like it's energetic feng shui for your home, folks. If things are not aligned, they get aligned really quickly. If if you have to align stuff, it's going to help you. It's just going to do it. It inspires you. Okay, it brings harmonic perfection. It brings balance to your home and office. And I can't say enough about it. Except this was the second creation. These are almost sold out, by the way. And why do they sell out? Because they work and they're beautiful, and they very quickly become a mantelpiece or the centerpiece of your home, and they become your best friend. Okay, again, folks, this is the HFA Plus for home and office. So again, because I brought an idea, that bit of information into fruition, I was given the grand design to design something else. Boom. HFA Mini! We sold out of these guys in 2 hours when we first released it. Why? Because they work, okay? HFA Mini is made from the purest copper and silver, commercially available, okay? It is thumb activated. This is a pendant that you can wear around your neck, inside your clothes. You can wear it outside your clothes. You can put it in your pocket, okay? When you receive your HFA Mini, if you own one, you'll notice on the back, it's kind of like a thumbprint. You put your left thumb on the Mini, put your attention on the Mini, and then on yourself, and you repeat those 8 magical little words. I honor the space in which you exist. Okay, boom, it's linked. To unlink it, you hold it in your right hand, you put your right thumb on it. I honor the space in which you exist, and boom, it's unlinked. Okay, this is what an HFA looks like when it's brand new. It is highly polished, absolutely gorgeous. This is what an HFA looks like after a couple days of wearing it. Okay, see that, folks? See all that tarnish on there? Kind of looks old and weathered, but it still works beautifully. Check them out. New, worn. See that? Pretty crazy, huh? So why do they tarnish so quickly? Well, one, because that's just nature. Nature tarnishes things, okay, very, very quickly. 2, there's no coating on here, and I did this on purpose. There's no coating like the HFA and the HFA Plus. Why? Because part of the balance, okay, now each piece of technology, although it has the same theme, it's actually very different in design. HFA Mini has a beautiful silver inlay that goes all the way around. Again, the copper attracts the negativity, and the silver creates and stabilizes the field. So, there's been, I've had a lot of suggestions on cleaning it. Recently, I just used Brasso. You just squirt a little on, rub it off, and boom, within 30 seconds, it looks like brand new. Why does it tarnish so quickly? It's operating at peak level, okay, when it tarnishes quickly, meaning it is shielding you. It's your own personal quantum shield. It is shielding you from negativity, okay? People, again, that have experienced this, if you own one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, it's conscious creation. You want to get to know it, okay? You're wearing it, so you're definitely going to be conscious of it. Some people want to put it in their pocket. That's fine. Some people want to wear it. It's going to tarnish, folks. You're not harming it. If it's tarnished, it's still operating, okay? I only clean mine once a month. I wear it in the shower. I wear it to bed. I wear it to work out. I wear it everywhere. I never take it off, okay? It's always on me. What are people experiencing with it? Again, they feel like they are wrapped in that womb of serenity. They feel, very confident in life. They notice that they're calm, they're collective. They notice that other people treat them nice. And I mean, this is only the first level. I mean, there's a lot of videos on the HFA Mini on the website. There's a lot of testimonials out there. We've moved quite a few of these in the last 2 or 3 months. And they are creating that quantum field around you. So again, conscious creation. What do, folks? You talk to it, you know, and here's the cool thing, all right? And this is something I haven't talked about, but if you own an HFA Mini in a new way to travel, or any combination of 2 or 3 of these, they all link together, okay? And that is done automatically. They all link together. And what you'll notice is, if you put your attention on one, you'll see a triangle or a straight line or anything in between just automatically start to create, okay? That is the connection. They are all born of brilliance, born of the higher octaves, and brought into the world. So we'll get back to the Mini in a little bit. The fourth creation that came into fruition was the Q Shield for animals, okay? And Q Shield for animals will not tarnish. Why? Because it's coated. They're all gone. They sold out, especially after the show the other night with Karen Anderson. They're all gone. Don't know when they're going to be back in stock. But again, if you own one of them, you know, linking it is very simple. Once it's on your animal, you put your attention on it. I honor the space in which you exist, and it's that personal quantum shield for the animal. You know, Karen was very vocal about what she was saying on, you know, and she is a psychic. She is an animal communicator, and she instantly saw the benefits of the device. What, you know, it's still a little bit too early to go into full detail. We have quite a few of them in the wild, but the testimonials will start coming back in. So 4 products down, new one is coming, and I'm going to go grab it. Donna, why don't you talk to him for a second while I grab this next product?
You bet, Peter. Happy to do that. So for those of you in Facebook, the link is to join us in Zoom if you want to join us there. The link is there in the chat, so you can join us right there. And if you want to, Peter will be answering some questions here. I've got John's question queued up for him. As soon as he's done talking about the products, we'll go into some Q&A. So we'll get those going here pretty soon. And yes, and if you didn't get a chance to see Karen Anderson, she's an animal communicator. She was phenomenal. Make sure you check out that show.
Thanks, Donna. So, yeah. You know, so we have the way you travel done. We have your home and office covered, done. We have your own personal quantum shield, done. We have your animal covered, done. What was left? Oh, the ideas started flowing. And what was born was the Mira Compass Rose, okay? I wanted to create something that is radically different that will clear your land of negativity. I wanted to take it to an extreme, and the ideas just started flowing, just beautiful ideas. And I wanted to create it out of copper and bronze. I wanted to take a step back from silver. I wanted to inject something new, something different. So if you have a piece of land that is just bad energy, you know, sometimes it can be under your home, sometimes it can be in the space, okay, but not actually in the land, or an area of your property that just has bad energy for some reason. And we've all been out in the forest. We've all been somewhere where you just walk in there and boom, you get the goosebumps. There's just something off, okay? I want to fix that. So the Mira Compass Rose was born, and, you know, it needed to be different. It needed to be beautiful, but I didn't want to, I wanted it to be more interactive, okay? I wanted it to use compass points. I wanted it to be something that looks weathered, something that's ancient, like you just pulled it up out of the Sea of Galilee, you know, and like, whoa, it's all like just crazy powerful and old looking, okay? But I'm going to show you the parts. The Compass Rose has 6 parts, okay? The centerpiece is bronze, and this is a completed piece, by the way, okay? You'll notice some of these symbols look a little familiar. They are from the I Am Signature series, which is coming, okay? It does have some really good weight to it, and it has a beautiful patina on it, okay? And this is a patina that was actually grown on the metal after it was completed. So once they're polished, they get scuffed up, and then they spray this vinegar and salt on it to create this patina. Okay, it's a very ancient looking finish. Okay, it's not the high shine that you're used to. Each piece is absolutely different. The patina grows completely differently, and they're all different. Now here's a copper band that goes like this. Now this piece hasn't been finished yet. Okay, so it'll sit like this, and what you'll notice is there's engravings on each point, and you know, as I get the instruction set completed, this will all make a little bit more sense. And there's points on the top as well. So when you're aligning it, you don't have to look at the side. You'll know exactly where north is, okay? The north, again, is completely finished in a patina. So the centerpiece is bronze. The ring will be copper. The east and the west pieces are copper. And again, you see that turquoise finish. And they're all completely different, folks. I mean, just look, you know, they're just all completely different, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Now, this project is 90% complete. I'll have production types within 2 weeks, which I'll show you. I'll do an official unboxing, and then they'll go in the MDM store for sale. This is the north and the south, and again, these two are bronze. And you know, it's interesting because the patina forms differently on the bronze than it does on the copper. This piece is, you know, the HFAs represent past, present, and future. Okay, so the past is the ancient knowledge that's contained on how you use it. The present is it's put together with state-of-the-art metallurgy, and in the future it's a futuristic design. Basically, because everything it's encompassing is really of the new world, right? Your home, your office, you know, your vehicle, yourself. But the Mira compass rose is ancient, and that's why this finish is ancient, and it has a, I mean, you can just feel it. I mean, I know you're already feeling it. It's just, it has an immense energy. It's way different from the HFAs. It's represented in the past predominantly, put together in the present, and then the future piece is the clearing that it's going to do, the clearing that it'll do on the land. But the energy is ancient. Okay, I can't describe it. I can see it, but again, for the real learning to begin, is the real learning is done through the experience. It's nothing that can be explained. But when the website is up, you know, you'll get a better understanding of it. And again, here's the completed design, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. And again, folks, these are fairly heavy. They are quite large. They're about 6 inches from top to bottom, left to right, when all the pieces are put together. And again, this is going to be for clearing land. This will be available sometime in the next couple weeks, probably in the middle of May. The first production run will be in, and then I'll do an official unboxing on the MDM YouTube channel, and then we'll move in. The compass rose, the Mira compass rose, and I really want you to look up the name Mira, okay, and understand why I called it that. I was thinking, like, I knew compass rose was what it was going to be called, but I was thinking, like, energetically, compass rose, quantum this. I'm like, pfft. It just came out of nowhere. MYRRH. Look it up, okay? And when you start, look at a couple different meanings, and then when you nail it, you'll know why I called it that. So this guy is coming. And you know, it's going to be products used for clearing land. So let's go to a Q&A. Folks, if you have any questions, Donna, do we have any questions from anybody? Okay, bring them.
We do. So John has a question. John is asking, this is about the HFA. He says, thanks for this, Peter. I have a personal HFA question when you get to it. Let's see, I took it traveling to India and I felt very protected. Lately, I haven't been putting it on, or I'll put it on and take it off because it doesn't feel right. Is there something I need to do to clean it, or can entities or anything attached to it? Perhaps something seems off.
Great question. You never have to clean it. Physically, you can clean it. Energetically, you never have to do anything. Why? Because it is the perfect medium. It's not like a crystal that's going to hold on to all that. It's not like a pyramid that's going to hang on to all that, okay? The technology is designed to transmute at the speed of thought negativity into harmonic energy. Energy that is non-harmonic at the speed of thought is harmonic. Now, part of, okay, again, these devices are conscious creation, okay? They have, and this is a really good question, by the way, and you know, they have feelings. Why? Because they're very childlike. And if you feel like your HFA Mini is shutting down, okay, or any of these products feel like they're shutting down, okay, think outside of the box. It's so important, okay? Once you connect with your HFA Mini, say, why are you doing this to me? Why? And you will get an answer like that, okay? You also have the ability to dial these products down, okay? So in your mind, if you feel like one of the products is operating at 100% and it's way overpowering, believe me, I've received a lot of fan mail saying these products are too powerful, what do I do? You dial it down. You say, okay, if you're operating at 100%, operate at 50%. Boom, there it is. Problem solved. Why? Because, folks, you have to think outside the box. You are playing with technology that has a conscious creation behind it. You're playing with technology that was born of brilliance and is unlimited. Think like an unlimited being. When you unlimit your thinking, you unlimit your potential, okay? Dial it down. Okay, HFA, you're operating at 100%. Please dial it down to 50. Like that. That's how quick it happens. There are no mistakes, ever. Everything is always in divine perfection.
Awesome. So Kate wants to know, Kate is watching us in Facebook, and she wants to know, so do you always activate with the left hand and inactivate it with the right hand, including the Q shields? So
again, each device has a very explicit instruction and set on how to activate it. The HFA, New Way to Travel, you activate it with your left hand, you deactivate it with your right hand. The one for home and office, you just put your attention on it, put your attention on your home or office, repeat those 8 magical words, and to unlink it, you do the same thing. Personal quantum shield, left finger, left thumb behind it, say those 8 magical words. To unlink it, right thumb on it, say those 8 magical words. And the Q shield for animals, you just put it on your animal, put your attention on your animal, on the Q shield, and you say those 8 magical words to link it. And then, of course, the same process to unlink it. So each one is slightly different, but very, very easy to do. It takes about 3 seconds to link something and unlink it.
Nice, nice. Folks, type your questions. If you're in Zoom, you have access to type questions directly to Peter and I. If you're in Facebook, and I see there are some questions in Facebook, type them there, but get your questions answered. Do not leave this webinar without getting your questions answered. There's nothing worse than that when you're having access to Peter and his free workshop to get your questions asked and you don't do it. So please go ahead and get your questions in. Sunny Ade wants to know, actually she put a comment in the Facebook chat letting you know how to clean, another option for cleaning the Mini, the HFA Mini, and she suggests you use salt and lemon. to
Oh
clean
yeah,
that?
that's a great way. You know, folks, it's at the end of the day, the HFA Mini just works, and it will continue to work. Okay, whether it's tarnished or not tarnished. You know, I am really surprised at how fast and they tarnish on some people. Why? Because you're exposed to more negativity. It's working overtime. It will handle everything the universe can throw at it. That's what it's designed for. It's also designed to last for a long, long time. Like the HFA, A New Way to Travel. You know, it'll work today. It's going to work tomorrow. It'll work 150 years in the future. It's just going to keep working. So if if you have a way to clean your Mini that you want to share, you can throw it on the forum. You can post about it. You can do a YouTube video on it. You can do a testimonial on it. Whatever works for you is perfect. Okay. Again, I create the toolboxes. Once they're in the wild, it's up to you to unlimit your thinking, thereby unlimiting your potential. You know, be that child. You know, it's so hard to convey the world that I operate in and I play in and day out. Okay. Because, you know, there is no words for the experience and the joy of bringing products to market that, you know, the stuff that science fiction books are written about is amazing. And then having the technical aptitude and you know, the mind behind it to be able to see these things and bring them into something that, you know, human language can understand. And the concepts are so easy. Okay. Any of the product line, whether it's the software, the new physical product line, the mirror, compass, rose, okay, don't overcomplicate stuff. If it's not giving you exactly what you need, find out why. Ask it. Dial it up. Maybe, you know, 0 to 100. Okay, I don't know where you're operating in that 0 to 100, but I say, okay, go to 25%. Okay, I'm not feeling it. Go to 50%. Go to 75. Max it out. Find out what works for you. Talk to these devices. Okay, they're not imaginary friends. They're not happening up here. They're happening out here. Okay, the universe, creation is so different than what your 5 human senses tell you they are. Okay, if you're listening to this webinar, if you know that I exist and the products that I create, then you already know what I'm telling you. You already know this. It's up to you to think outside the box.
Absolutely. And then another question, let's see. What type of specific things can you ask the HFA to do? And that kind of like you were already talking about that, but it's unlimited, right?
Exactly, Donna. So instead of asking what you can ask it, ask it. I ask Donna stuff all the time. Hey, what's the weather like in Phoenix? You know, I get an answer. Imagine that.
And really, Peter, you know, really when you talk about unlimiting your imagination, folks, I know that kind of sounds to people like, well, like what? Like how? Like, how do I do that? And it truly is, Peter, and you can attest to this. It is truly about letting all of that go, and maybe even bringing in some vulnerability in there, because a lot of you feel kind of afraid to ask, like, well, can I ask it this? Is this okay? Is that okay?
Right. But you know, in that brilliance, Donna, is exactly how the universe operates. Okay. You are an unlimited being operating in perfection. Nothing happens that is not perfect. Okay. And when you can just for 1 second think outside that box, this box is your consciousness. Everything, all of it happens outside your comfort zone. And some people's comfort zones might be here. Some people's comfort zones are here and some are here, but it doesn't matter where it is. As soon as you step outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens. You know, look, There's a lot of good people out there that just do this, blah, 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 blah. And they run around with flowers and they hold hands and they tell you all these things that they don't even know what they're saying, okay? Because they're given bits of information to help them elevate the planet, spread more love and vibration. But they hear it, but they don't listen. The universe is operating in perfection 24/7, nonstop. Okay, never closes, open all the time. All you have to do is listen to what you're being told, and you take that bit of information and you create something. Okay, you do an act of kindness, you compliment somebody, you create a charity event, you create something, anything. Okay, you're operating at a higher frequency. You're given more responsibility. What you do with that responsibility determines if you move to the next octave, folks. It's so easy. It's pathetic. Everything is simple. You freaking create your reality. If you live in fear, you will be stuck in fear, okay? If you live in a world where you're working at creating beauty, you will attract beauty. Same thing with the product line, okay? They defy logic. Why? Because they were, the ideas, the schematics, all of it, just, if you were like a bug on the wall for the 9 months that it took for me to get the first HFA to market, you would be literally blown away at how the pieces just lined up. It was sick. And I was the observer, I was the observee, and I was everything in between as these products came into fruition. And, this is only the beginning, okay? It hasn't even been a year yet, and we've already got 5 products out there. And, I'm on a tear. It's not going to stop. There are the I Am Signature collection is coming, okay? And it's going to still be a few months, but it's coming. These are going to be the most off-the-wall, beautifully designed, intention bracelets that the world has ever seen. Why? Because I have listened, and I have heard what the universe wanted me to do, and I'm given more responsibility. And here's the cool thing, folks. Everything I need to do to get it done, to get it into the world. And there are a lot of products in the lineup. Unfortunately, I can't work 24/7. I do have a life outside of this sometimes.
What? You have a life? What? The hell? Oh, sorry. So, hey, Peter, wait a minute. A couple more questions. You're off the hook. So Diana wants to know, do we command it? Do we direct it as opposed to talking or asking? And she also wants to know, can the traveler, I'm not sure what she means by traveler, I think she means the HFA, a new way to travel, can it support us or assist us on public transportation as long as we link it to the mode of transportation?
Yes, absolutely.
That's outside of the box, folks.
Absolutely. Great questions. Outside the box. Do I command it? Do I tell it? I don't know. I really don't.
Try it.
When people go into a crystal shop, okay, they think that they're picking the crystal. Crystal picks them. Same thing with the HFA technology. And more importantly, it's going to be the same thing with the mirror compass rose, okay? These devices will pick you. If you're drawn to these, okay, then you'll know that they're for you. What works for me probably is not going to work for you, because it doesn't have to. It picked you. Find out. Talk to it. What does it need? Does it need to be cuddled? Does it want to be thrown against the wall? Well, yeah, don't do that, but you kind of get the point. Okay, conscious creation. This is your reality. Outside your reality is where the magic happens. I can't tell you enough. I can lead all of you to water, but I can't make you drink. That's your choice. Your choice, okay? I can write, I can blab for hours on end in videos. I actually like doing the videos, they're fun. But ultimately, it's up to you. Do not be afraid, Okay, when you are afraid, you are stuck in fear. You have in your possession an unlimited piece of technology that was brought in from the higher vibes to assist you in having a beautiful, sustainable life. Okay, use it any way you want. Okay, you'll know if you're doing something wrong, absolutely, or you're not doing something correctly. But communication on any level is key to having success with any of these products. Okay, thinking outside the box is key to having success with any of these products.
So, Peter, can you and I kind of have a little bit of a dialogue
No.
about listening? Because, you know, when we talk about listening, you know, we kind of all go to that stuck place of just listening. So is it more, Peter, about hearing than it is about, does that make sense? When you're giving a bit of information, as you talk about with these HFAs, you hear, things come to you and you're like, oh, okay. Has anyone experienced that? Do you know what I mean, Peter? You kind of hear what's going on.
Or... it all the time. Okay. Everyone experiences bits of information because, you know, the world as it exists today is not how the world was meant to exist. Okay. And we went over this in the higher octaves courses. I'm not going to go into it now, but I will say this. Okay. I believe innately that humans fundamentally are all good. Okay. Now people are like, you know, no. But when you're born with a kindred heart. Okay. Magic until 10 months, 10, 11 months. Then the conditioning starts. Okay. And as the conditioning starts over the course of our lives, then psychology changes, you know, the pollutants in the food, the air we breathe, the water we drink, all of it. Okay. It changes. But at its core, humans have kindred spirits, kindred hearts. I truly believe that. And, you know, when I say, you know, we all listen, you know, oh, I love you. Well, what does that mean? You love your partner, really, but you don't love yourself? It's impossible to project love if you don't have unconditional love of self. What does that mean? You have to love yourself before you can love anybody. If you don't love yourself, then it's just blah, blah, blah. Okay? So listening, we all listen, but hearing is the action part. Okay? You know, the new age and love and light crowd, they're all kindred hearts. They mean to do good, and some of them actually do. But they all listen, and you know, they get a taste of these higher vibes, and it's like, you know, unicorns and rainbows. Like, wow, okay, that's great. But action is where it's at. You have to take action to create higher vibration. Okay. And action always starts with an act of kindness. Okay. Smile at somebody. Help the old lady cross the street. Let the poor slob out in traffic. You know, right. And so here's a perfect example of conditioning. You're in Manhattan and you're walking down. There's a bum that's dirty and smells like booze and asking for money. Instantly you think, I'm not giving him anything because he's gonna go buy drugs or alcohol. Why? Because you're conditioned to think like that. You are fearful of what that person is going to do with that money. But once you've gone through the 0 point and you're on the other side, you're not afraid to give them money. Okay. You've acted on the hearing part by giving that guy $1, $10, whatever. Okay. What they do with that money is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You've just spread vibration and love in the world.
Right on.
Why do you think that all these billionaires all of a sudden are become philanthropists? So they're giving money left and right because they heard, they get it. Outside the box thinking. Same thing with your HFAs. Outside the box thinking. You know,
awesome.
The most brilliant testimonials on the website, if they're written or they're in video, come with people that are not afraid to challenge the products in ways that I never even thought possible. possible. You know, I create the toolboxes. What you do with them is up to you. I give you a very, very simple set of instructions to operate at. And when you operate at those instruction levels, there is no hindrance in the technology, okay? It's up to you on how you maneuver it and what you do and what you create.
Awesome, awesome.
Listen, act on the hearing.
Here, yes, yes. Okay, you've got a couple more questions here in webinar. Layra, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. She is saying, joyful sharing, wonderful, thank you. So can you take the HFA, a new way to travel, on an airplane? Just asking, as you said, it's designed for cars. And actually, it's a new way to travel. So again, say it, Peter.
So, I mean, that's a great question, by the way. So the HFA will operate efficiently in any mode of transportation, okay? You can take it in your car, you can take it on the bus, you can take it on the boat, you can put it on your motorcycle, you can take it on a bike, take it on your motor scooter, your skateboard, okay? It operates at the same frequency. The only thing that's required of you is to unlink it and then link it. And if you pull it out of your car and you're getting on a bus and you forgot to unlink it, hey, no problem. We're thinking outside the box. Mentally hold it in your right hand, put your attention on your car. I honor the space in which you exist. Boom, you've unlinked it, put it in your left hand in the transportation that you're in. I honor the space in which you exist, and you've linked it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Simple, effective, powerful.
Absolutely. Susan wants to know about her cats. She's saying, my cats are indoor cats and not used to wearing collars. Is there another way to link a Q shield to a pet?
Nope, they have to wear it. Okay. Good question, by the way. Hey, we're getting great questions tonight. I like these.
Great questions.
Better than the teleseminar questions. Oh, wait. Hi, I'm 45 minutes late. What are we talking about? Oh,
here's another one for you. Let's see here. Can the Mini be held against a glass of water and clear it?
I don't know, can it?
Right.
Thinking outside the box. Give it a try.
Give it a try. Let us know.
Give it a try. I have no idea. I've never done that. Don't try. Do it. We do or we don't. Do it. And you know, just comment on the Facebook Live after you've done it. This will be on the YouTube channel a little later tonight. You can leave comments on that. You know, folks, we're going to be doing a lot of workshops like in this format going forward. Okay, we've done Navitus. We're doing the HFAs. We're going to have, you know, a light body one plan. We're going to definitely have a Source 5 one plan, and of course Aquaware. When the Mira Compass Rose is ready for prime time, you know, we're going to be doing a workshop on all these products individually, and you know, so you're getting the most effective way of doing it. You know, the website information is beautiful and well presented. But there is no more intimate setting than getting the creator here for you to answer any of your questions and explain in a, you know, just a very relaxed format on how the technology works.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Peter, I have a question for you. For those who did not jump on the higher octaves, are you placing that for sale in the Indium store anytime soon?
It was up. It was up the day after the course is finished.
So, folks, that might be something if you're really interested. It's ridiculously powerful. Ridiculously powerful.
It's not for the faint-of-hearted.
The energy exchange was crazy, crazy, ridiculous, powerful. So it is there on the website. Definitely check it out.
All right. Well, I'm kind of, you know, at the end of the workshop here. If anyone has any more questions, you know, concerns, now's your time.
Let's see here. Diana says, next time I fly, I'll use the HFA, a new way to travel, for an intention that if I book and pay for a seat, it's mine guaranteed no matter what. The airline is overbooked. All righty, and Suki, of course, is saying the higher octaves was fantastico. Suki was one of the participants, and folks, if you need to find out from a different source how the higher octaves courses were, you can chat with Suki there. She's in the chat. So definitely connect with some of our participants and get that information. There should be some testimonials there as well. If not, there surely are forthcoming. What else, Peter?
I'm done. Thank you, everyone. This again will be on Facebook now, and in an hour or two, it'll be up on the MDM YouTube. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.